All right, guys, this is the Iceman here on a Saturday night on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. I had a long day of work today, 12 hours. Um, but I did last night. I got a chance. I got the opportunity to watch TNA Impact Wrestling Turning Point, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. I'm not going to like recap the whole show. I will just mention it by match, pretty much. But yeah, um, we had the quarterfinals match, Falls Count Anywhere match between Magnus and Samoa Joe. And of course, Dixie Carter confronted Joe prior to the match, basically saying that he hasn't really done much lately. And, if he thinks he's going to win the title, then face AJ. He can end up wrestling in a third world country for pesos like AJ's going to. I love Dixie Carter's segments because she tries to be nice, but being nice, saying negative things. And I sort of like it when she comes out. I mean, uh, she's one of those people that, you sort of love to hate. You know what I mean? So, anyway, the match was okay between Joe and Magnus. And I'm not surprised of the outcome. Um, Joe ended up getting slammed into the chair, and Magnus ended up pinning him. But the match overall was pretty good. I really didn't think Joe was going to go too far in this tournament. But then again, I really don't see Magnus going real far either, because I have my two people I think that are going to end up being in the finals. Uh, that being Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle. But anyway, the match was okay. Um, we also had the open challenge match. Gail Kim out there with Lady Tapa, and Candice LeRae came out. I guess she's been in Ring of Honor and Guerrilla Wrestling. Uh, it, it it was an okay match for a knockouts match, but right now they're just making Gail Kim look, pretty darn strong until the day Lady Tapa turns on her and ends up becoming the knockout champion. But right now they're just building up Gail Kim until that point. That's my opinion anyway. Okay, then we had another quarterfinals match, a Florida death match, which was requested by James Storm because of the attack on James Storm in the bar by Bobby Roode. I'm going to tell you, I love this match. This match had everything. There was, crutches, cookie sheet pans. There were garbage cans. I mean, this match to me, from the beginning until the very end, I thought this match was great. I mean, there was a number of times that both men could have been counted out. James Storm could have been counted out. Uh, these guys were brutal with each other, and I think they put on a great wrestling match for us fans. And this was to me was the match of the night. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people don't like the outcome, but this is a way really for James Storm to lose, but not really get pinned. We'll see James Storm somewhere down the road in the year 2014. I'm sure of it. But anyway, what happened was Gunner came out. Roode was ready to slam James Storm down on a coiled wire, a bob wire on a platform, and Gunner came in through the tunnel and ended the match. And of course, James Storm was all ticked off at him, and Gunner said, "I just did it because I didn't want to see your career end and whatnot." But this was a brutal match. I love this match. I thought this match was awesome. I mean, this made my night watching this match. I thought TNA did a great job with this match. Bobby Roode and James Storm were phenomenal in this match. I know a lot of people didn't like the ending, but I didn't mind the ending actually. I thought it was okay. It delivered as far as I'm concerned. Moving on, we saw EC3 go up against Shark Boy, and EC3, he's one of those guys that you really want to dislike. He's arrogant. He's in love with himself. He reminded me of the early days of Chris Masters when he debuted in the WWF. EC3 is a guy that I want to see his ass get kicked every time he goes into the ring. Right now, they're building him up, but you mark my word, somewhere down the road, you're going to see this guy get his ass kicked. Um, and that'll be the day I'll be super happy because I really do not like this guy. They're trying to make him look like he's Dixie Carter's nephew. Yeah, the hell with all that. I want to see him get his ass kicked. Anyway, he won. He beat Shark Boy, and of course, they're building him up, like I said. So, what are you going to do? Alrighty. Then comes up the no DQ match. Mr. Anderson and Bully Ray. Stipulations here: if Bully wins, Anderson leaves TNA, and if Anderson wins, Aces and Eights are dismantled. They're gone. Kaput. Good match. I enjoyed this match. It could have gone either way throughout this whole match, and it wasn't until the very end that Brooke threw out the hammer, threw it a little bit too far, and Anderson caught it, wailed Bully Ray, got the pin, did the mic check, got the pin, I should say. And Mr. Anderson stays in TNA. Aces and Eights is gone. Gunner had to remove his cut, and they went down. Engel and a few others went down and removed the cut from Taz, which I love seeing that because Taz is another arrogant SOB. I'm not a big fan of Taz. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have Don West back to work with Mike Tenay. But overall, I thought the show was really good. I mean, there was some good segments, like I said, with Dixie. We had some segments with Bad Influence. We also had the Abyss thing with Joseph Park. And of course, we all know Joseph Park is Abyss, so obviously Abyss could not show up. And of course, they had the little Bad Influence segment. That was all right. I mean, you could take it or leave it. That, the EC3 thing, didn't really care to see. My thing is, why not have Saban on the show wrestle somebody, involving the X Division title, or just have an X Division match? Hopefully in 2014 they decide to do more of this because they need to go back to their roots of TNA, get more X Division involvement, because that's where that was their thing. Bring back the six-sided ring. I like that, and we'll wait and see what happens. But all in all, like again, I thought it was a pretty delivering show, and I sort of look forward to the upcoming matches. But yeah, we got Thanksgiving on Thursday. We'll see what the TNA show delivers there. But again, Turning Point, I loved it. And James Storm and Bobby Roode, you put on a match that just I thought it was great. Maybe other people didn't like it, but I thought it was great. And this is the kind of match you would never see in the WWE, by the way. These guys went all out, and WWE won't put on matches like this. So, anyway, that's it. Saturday night, a little late talking about this Turning Point free preview, but again, if you haven't watched it, give it a shot. I thought it was pretty good. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next time. Don't forget Survivor Series tomorrow night.